Hello students, in today's lecture of the moment, we are starting with the use of the moment for the measuring of the skewness, kurtosis of the frequency distribution. Along with the skewness and kurtosis, we can find the mean and variance of the distribution also. So first point is we can find out the mean of the distribution. So using this formulas, you can find the mean and variance along with the skewness and kurtosis. So find out the mean from the distribution. Formula is mean is equals to a plus mu 1 dash. What is the formula? Mean x bar is equals to a plus mu 1 dash. For the variance, mu 2 is equals to the variance of the distribution, right? So anyway you can find out the mu 2 and this is the variance of the distribution. Now we can find out the skewness using this moment. Skewness is equals to mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. After using this formula, we can find out the skewness is equals to mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. Then kurtosis, that's skewness known as beta 1 and kurtosis symbolically stand for the beta 2. That is mu 4 upon mu 2 square. Mu 4 upon mu 2 square. And for the coefficient of skewness is equals to, stands for gamma 1, that is beta, and this is the gamma, symbolically gamma. You can write like this also. Gamma 1 is equals to under root beta 1. Then coefficient of kurtosis, this is gamma 2 is equals to beta 2 minus 3. That is beta 2 minus 3. So using these formulas, we can find out the mean, variance, skewness and kurtosis out of the moments, right? So let's take the example of this. Illustration number 7. Find the first central moments for the following observation and also find beta 1, beta 2, gamma 1 and gamma 2, that is 12, 13, 17, 18 and 20. So using this this observation, we can first find out the 4 central moments. The 4 central moments we can find, as we have already studied it, that is using the formula, that is sigma x minus x bar upon n for the mu 1, similarly for mu 2, mu 3 and mu 4. So I am not calculating here the 4 central moments, as you can also calculate by your own, and it is very easy. That is covered also in our previous lecture also. So mu 1, using that formula we can find out the mu 1 is equals to always be a 0. Then mu 2 is equals to 9.2. Mu 3 is equals to minus 3.6. And mu 4 is equals to 122. So using this central moments, let's find out the beta 1. Beta 1. What is the formula of the beta 1? That is mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. So mu 3 square. So mu 3 is minus 3.6 square upon mu 2, that is 9.2 cube. So let's find out the values. 3.6 minus square is Answer is 0.0166. 433 you can write, but let's put it as simple. So beta 1 is equals to 0.0166. Now let's calculate the beta 2. Beta 2 formula is mu 4 upon mu 2 square. Mu 4 is equals to 122 and mu 2 is equals to 9.2 square. So 122 upon 9.2 square, that is 84.64. So 122 upon 84.64. Answer is 1.4413. That is 1.441. So beta 2 is equals to 1.441. Then gamma 1 is equals to under root beta 1. So beta 1 is equals to 0.0166. So 0.166 under root, that is 0.407. Sorry, that is 0.0166. Answer is 0.128840. So 0.1288. Then gamma 2 is equals to B2 minus 3. B2 is equals to 1.441 minus 3. Answer is minus 1.559. Right? So using this formula you can find out these elements. Let's see the illustration number 8. From the following frequency distribution, find the central moments from the obtained the value of the beta 1, beta 2, gamma 1, gamma 2, and also find mean and standard deviation of the distribution. As we can see, this is the frequency distribution is given, right? So frequency of the respective terms is given. So let's first we have to find out the x bar is a integer or in a fraction. So first we will find the x bar. So sigma fi xi upon n. So total of the sigma fi xi is 790. So 790 upon 100, x bar will be 7.9. So x bar is equals to 7.9. That means the x bar is in a fraction. Whenever the x bar is in a fraction, we have to calculate the row moments and we have to assume the one number, that is a always to the nearby of the x bar. So 7.9 nearby to 8. So we will take a is equals to 8 and out of that we can find the 4 row moments, that is mu 1 dash, mu 2 dash, mu 3 dash and mu 4 dash. Right? After the row moments we can take this value to finding out the central moments, and 4 formulas would be there. Using that formula we will find the central moments, and now we can find the beta 1, beta 2, gamma 1, gamma 2, mean and variance. So you can also find by your own, that is beta 1, beta 2, gamma 1, gamma 2, as you know how to calculate using the simple formulas. Let's find now the new two concept, that is mean and variance. Mean is equals to x bar is equals to a plus mu 1 dash. So a we have assumed that is 8 and mu 1 dash, mu 1 nahi hai, sirf mu 1 dash hai, that is minus 0.1. So answer will be 8 minus 0.1, that is 7.9. And we have already calculated it before it, that is 7.9. And variance is equals to mu 2. The value of the mu 2 is equals to 1.39. So this is the 9, and we have to find out the standard deviation. So standard deviation is equals to under root 1.39. Answer is 1.18. So this is the mean, variance and standard deviation. There is the 3 new concept is that in the illustration number 8. Let's solve the illustration number 9. Find the first 4 central moments of the following probability distribution. Here the probability distribution is given. So out of the probability distribution we have to find out the first 4 central moments. So let's start with the probability distribution. Xi is given 0, 1, 2, 3. Then Pxi is given 0.1, 0.3, 0.4, 0.2, and we have to find out the xi into pi, then xi square into pi, then xi cube into pi, then xi power of 4 into pi, to finding out the central moments. So directly we cannot find the central moments using in the probability distribution. So first we have to find out the row moments, and the row moments for the probability distribution is equals to sigma xi into pi, and mu 2 dash is equals to sigma xi square into pi, mu 3 dash is equals to sigma xi cube into pi, and mu dash 4 is equals to sigma xi raised to 4 pi. This is the formula for the row moments in the probability distribution. So xi into pxi, let's find out 0, 0.3, 0.8, 0.6. Total is 1.7. Then x square of the x, then multiply with the pxi. 0, 0.3, 4 into 0.4, 1.6, 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 9 into 0.2, that is 1.8. Total is 3.7. Similarly, cube of the xi and multiply with the pi. So mu 1 dash is equals to sigma xi into pi. So sigma xi into pi, that is 1.7, 3.7. Mu 3 dash is equals to 8.9, and mu 4 dash is equals to 22.9. So this is the row moments. Out of the row moments we can find the central moments. Mu 1 is equals to 0, then mu 2 is equals to mu 2 dash minus mu 1 dash square. So using the formula we can find out the 3.7 minus 1.7 square. Answer will come 3.7 minus 1.7 square, that is 2.89. Answer is plus 0.81. That is mu 2. Now mu 3 is equals to mu 3 dash minus 3 mu 2 dash mu 1 dash plus 2 mu dash 1 raised to 3. So let's put the values. 8.9 minus 3 into 3.7, 1.7 plus 2 into 1.7 cube. That is 8.9 minus 3 into 3.7 into 1.7 is 18.87 plus 1.7 cube 4.913 multiplied with 2, it is 9.826. Answer will come minus 0.144, that is mu 3. And for mu 4, formula for the mu 4 is equals to mu 4 dash minus 4 mu 3 dash mu 1 dash plus 6 mu 2 mu 1 square minus 3 mu 1 3 4. That is 22.9 minus 4 into 8.9 into 1.7 plus 6 mu 2. That is 3.7 1.7 square minus 3 into 1.74. So answer will come 22.9 minus 60.52 plus 64.158 minus 25.056. Answer will come 1.4817. That is mu 4. Understood? Now let's see the illustration number 10. The first four moments about 5, that means row moments of the frequency distribution is given. That is mu 1 dash is equals to 2, then mu 2 dash is equals to 20, respectively 40 and 50. We have to find out beta 1, beta 2 and also find the mean of the distribution, right? So here mu 1 dash is given 2, mu 2 dash is given 20, mu 3 dash is equals to 40 and mu dash 4 is equals to 40. So row moment is given and we have to find out the beta 1 and beta 2. For using that beta 1 and beta 2, we required a central moments. So using these formulas, all these formulas, we can find out the central moments, and using that central moments we can find out the beta 1 and beta 2, and we have to find out the mean also. As we know, the x bar is equals to a plus mu 1 dash, so we can find the mean also. So this is you have to do. Then illustration number 11. The first row moments about the origin of the frequency distribution 1.5, 17, minus 30 and 108. That is again the four row moments is given. We have to find out the central moments and beta 1 and beta 2. Right? So we can find out from this using the information of the conversion of the row moments into the central moments using this formula. Right? And we have to interpret that. So let's understand that interpretation. We have to see the basic structure or the basic understanding of the frequency distribution. So for interpretation of this kurtosis or the skewness, we have to understand this basic concept. This is the frequency distribution curve of the kurtosis. Kurtosis of the frequency distribution, there are three types of the curves is there, leptocrutic curve, mesocrutic curve, and the platycrutic curve. If the beta 2 is greater than 3 and gamma 2 is greater than 0, then it will be a leptocrutic curve. If the beta 2 is equals to 3 and gamma 2 is equals to 1, that is mesocrutic curve. And if the beta 2 is less than 3 and gamma 2 is less than 0, then it's platycrutic curves. So using this information, we can interpret that like this. So here the beta 2 is less than 3. Beta 2 is less than 3. That is platycrutic curve. Right? Thank you.